this video, I'll show you how to upload a file in SharePoint using Microsoft Copilot Studio while building an agent. Now, the use case for uploading a file in SharePoint, which I can think of currently, is say, take for example, if you have an organization, uh, say, design team. So, if the design team is creating designs for a different project or a product or any artifact, and if you want the users to submit their design using some agent, and then in the backend, once this files are all collected, uh, maybe some judge can decide that, oh, now we have got so many designs based on the idea floated, and I'm going to pick up the best design out of this. So this is one scenario. Second scenario can be like, if you want your internal staff to nominate their friends, colleagues for any job, they can submit the resume. So you will have an agent which will collect all the resumes related to the references, and then they can upload the file in SharePoint. So you get an agent interface, you upload the file in agent, and then agent internally will store that file in SharePoint, and then your external system will then take care of those resume just by passing the information or storing the information in some SharePoint list or backend database. So this is a scenario which I can think of. So let's jump into the demo and see how we can upload the file in SharePoint. So I've got this Copilot Studio preview.microsoft.com. So here I have already created an agent named as design collection agent. So if you see this design collection agent, there's nothing in it, there's no instructions, there's no description, it's just like a brand new agent. Now I'm going to make use of this agent to upload a file. Now, in order to upload a file, first we need to have a SharePoint site. So if I go into the new tab, go into the SharePoint site, I've already created ahead of time SharePoint site. I've got various document libraries. So I've got the documents, which is the stock standard document library, which comes with the SharePoint site. I've created a custom document library. So as you see over here, this is a custom document library and it has one file in it. So I'm going to make use of this document library to store the file. So when I build this agent, I need to create a topic. So I'll go into the topic over here, and then within the topic, I'll go ahead and say add a topic from blank. Now this topic, I will just type in, say, design upload topic. So someone will come and then they will start uploading the design. Okay, so before you upload a design, you can, like, we just need to trigger this topic. Now there are multiple ways to upload a file using Copilot Studio. So in my previous video where I showed how to save the file in OneDrive, I have used something called as an activity. So I will go here, change the trigger, and pick up an activity occurs. So any upload process is an activity. So the system will understand that, oh, someone has uploaded an attachment, and I will be able to track that attachment, like how many attachments has been uploaded, when it was uploaded, and uh, how I can retrieve those particular attachments. So I can make use of activity occurs trigger. But in this example, I will just keep it simple. I'll keep it the agent chooses, and in the design upload, I will say trigger this topic when user types in design upload. If the user types in design upload, I want you to trigger this topic. And I will say send a message. Thanks for uploading the design. So I'm not asking for any attachment as of now. I will be just testing this trigger phrase, and let's see if that particular topic gets triggered correctly. So I'll say design upload, and it will say thanks for uploading the design. Yes, trigger is updated successfully, and this topic is now showing me this message. Thanks for uploading the design. So all good. The framework is ready. Now let's request for a file from the user. So add a node, ask a question, and then from here I can say identify multiple choice, and here I can pick up file. So I've got this file attached by the user. So file attached by the user. So here I will say, please upload file, and the user can upload a file, and the where response is in where1 file. So I get this file over here. So I'll say, maybe I'll just name this variable. So it is called as where1. I'll call it as where file. So this is one of the file which user will upload. Now, once we get this file, we need to save this in SharePoint, right? So let me click over here. And now if I go to add a tool, go to connector, and I will just type in create file. So I want to create a file, not in OneDrive for Business, not in OneDrive, not in Google Drive, but in SharePoint. It will create a connection. If you do not have a connection created, you can go ahead and click on create new connection. Now it is all connected. Click on submit. Now we are requesting uh, a file from the user, and then I will be able to save that item within SharePoint. So over here, if you see, it has given four inputs. So site address. So first one, I need to specify the site address. Now, with the help of SharePoint connector, it is very easy. You need not remember the site name. If it is in that same tenant, you will be able to see in the drop down the value of the SharePoint site. So if I click over here, I can see, oh, my site name is Brisbane. So this matches over here. So I'll select Brisbane. What is the folder path? I'll select this folder, and here I have picked up Girish doc library. So Girish doc lib is the library which I'm using. So I'll just pick up that. So site address, folder path is good. Name of the file. Now remember this variable where file, which will give you some output. So where file. So if I click on three dots, and if I see the formula, I can get the where file. So this, how to access the variable is like, if I just type in topic dot verify dot, and then I should be able to get the file name. Now this is basically the blob value, right? Now I'm not able to get the file name from here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up file name is required. So here, if I select file, it will just give you the file value. It will not give you the file name, or it will not give you the file content, right? Now for that, what I can do, if I go into the file name, go to the formula, I will just expand this, and I will say system dot activity dot attachments, because you have uploaded an attachment, right? And the system has detected it. But this is coming from a table format. So I will just call it as the first item of this, because you uploaded one file, and I will take the name of that particular file. So I'll just get the name of this file. Click on insert. Similarly, for the content of the file, I will go ahead, click on formula, and then I'm not able to use where file, because where file will not give you that output. So I will use, say, first of system.activity.attachments, because this is a tabular format and I want to get the first item out of it, and I'm going to pick up content. Click on insert, and you got a file name, you got a file content, site address, folder path. Now all good from a SharePoint side, but if you want to get some more information, because it will give you a create file. So this is the result, is the file which is created. So it will give you that object. Now this is a record, so I can get some more value from this create file. So the result, if I just click on here, I'll just click on insert variable, and if you see create file is a record type, I can get the display name. So this is the display name of the file. And I can get other metadata from the file which has been uploaded. So I'll just go ahead and pick up the, whether it's in folder, when it was last modified, what is the file path, what is the file name, what is the file size. So I can get the file size as well. So file size, and I can get other parameters. So if I click here, I can see display name, e tag, file locator, id, is folder, file path, etc. And I can get show the file to the user itself just by typing where file, and then I can get that value back. But just for time being, I'll just click on save, and let's test this topic. So here, if I want to trigger this topic, I just need to type in design upload. Just type in design upload. It will ask me for the file name. So please upload the file. Let me go ahead and upload the file. I'll upload maybe this design alpha. Click on open. And now it will ask me to connect to SharePoint. I'll click on allow. And now it says the parameter with name file is required to call the connector, but its value is blank. So let's go ahead and troubleshoot this. Go back to your topic which you have created. So the topic which we have created is design upload. And let's see whether you have put in the right value. So I'll go to site address. So you see site address, you see folder path, you see the first name, it is all good. Let's restart this and put in design upload. Please upload a file. I'll go ahead, click on attachment, put design alpha. And now it has uploaded the file. It will say your thanks for uploading the design, display name is this, file size is this, and you can upload other things as well, like you can show other metadata depending on your requirement. Now let's first see whether in the SharePoint have you uploaded this file. If you go into the document library, uh, if I just refresh it, and I can see that design alpha is uploaded. Now let's go ahead and upload other things. So if I go and click on attachment, now if I directly attach an attachment, it will not go through that specific topic. So I need to again restart, and I can say design upload. So if I type in the prompt design upload, it will ask me to upload the design, and then I will attach another attachment. So click here and design beta. And and now let's see if this design is uploaded here. And now you see design beta is uploaded successfully. Now if I see over here, it has uploaded the design, and it will show me the design name, what is the file size, etc. in kilobytes. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use SharePoint to store the file from a Copilot Studio agent. Now, as I mentioned to you, there can be multiple use cases. In my case, I'm using it for a design contest, so the end user or the staff can upload designs into the Copilot Studio agents for some contest, or maybe you can use it for internal resume collection purpose for the reference resources, which you as an employee will nominate so that your organization can benefit out of it. Thanks for watching.